I'd like to pose the question to anyone listening, any of my subscribers or anyone who comes across this video. Why wouldn't NASA lie to us about everything that they tell us? About the moon landings, about the Hubble telescope, about the shape of the Earth, about the contents of the universe, about the Big Bang, about the movement of the planets and the solar systems and the galaxies, about our very origins themselves. Why wouldn't NASA lie to us? And I'm really interested in answers. It's not just a rhetorical question. I would like to know, why do people believe what NASA has told us about the planet that we live on and the universe that the planet exists in? Why do we believe that? We believe the pictures that they show us, the videos that they show us. We believe in the space station. We believe in orbiting satellites. We believe in space junk. But we've never ever seen any of it with our own eyes. Yet, we believe what NASA tells us. Now, what is NASA? If you haven't studied Operation Paperclip, you have to study it. You have to know the origins of NASA so that you would be able to attempt to answer this question of why wouldn't NASA lie to us? You have to know the origins of the agency to begin with. And the origins are with Nazi Germany and Wernher von Braun, basically the founder of NASA, which, Wernher von Braun was a Nazi. So those two words are strangely similar, NASA and Nazi. And as a side note, NASA in the Hebrew language means deception. So NASA has told us a lot about our existence and our origins. And they start telling it to us when we are little tiny children. And we grow up with this indoctrination, this understanding that we live on a spherical planet that is orbiting a giant, very far away star, and the whole system, the star and its orbiting planets, are careening through a giant void vacuum we call the universe. And then there are other stars that are moving with our star, and the entire galaxy is supposedly moving and careening through the void vacuum of space. That's it. That's what we're told. And then we're given pictures and computer-generated images to validate their claims. And I used to eat it up. I used to eat up everything that came out of NASA. I loved thinking that I was getting the truth and that I was gaining knowledge of my origins as a human being and the origins of the creation itself. I was indoctrinated myself. But then I started learning about things I had never learned before and the deceptions that I had not been aware of before, because I was what many of us are and have been, or maybe still continue to be, brainwashed. That's what being brainwashed is. You don't know at the time that you're brainwashed that you're brainwashed. That's why it's a brainwashing. It's a cleansing of what you knew or what you instinctively intuit. You're reconditioned to think and believe and accept a different reality. So once I started to get information into the faked moon landings and the Freemasonic origins of NASA and the globe Earth model, and I started noticing things that I had noticed before in my life, but I had discounted because I was brainwashed. Like the fact that jets can travel at a certain altitude straight away at a certain altitude, 35,000 feet, and they never have to compensate for the curvature of the earth. They don't have to keep on dipping the nose down to compensate for which when I heard that for the first time, I immediately resonated with the logic. And then it built from there, and my re-education happened because I let it. But now that I'm where I am, and now that the world is in the situation that it's in with this NWO takeover, I feel like this is all happening for two reasons. To distract us and to turn us away from two realities that the powers that be do not want us to know about, and that movements within the cultures and the civilizations we're finding out about. And the first one is satanic ritual abuse, SRA. Okay, so you have to look into that. I won't get deep into that right now, but satanic ritual abuse is a real thing, and it's part of what makes our world not go around. And the other one is the flat earth situation, the level dimension that we live on and in, and its infinite capacity and possibility. So those two realities people were getting too close to, and too many people were coming to terms with. And I think that's, to me, this isn't just about population control and chipping everyone, although it is about that in the mad minds of these mad scientists like BG. But it's also about, and even more so about, the fact that because of the advent of the internet, we are waking up to the deception, to the lies, to the brainwashing, and we're deprogramming and reprogramming ourselves with the truth. And so I feel like this insurgence of the NWO is to distract us from and move us away from the reality of SRA and adrenochrome, but also our very existential status as, children of God and made in the image and likeness of the great deities. So anyway, my question is, at the end and at the beginning of this, why wouldn't NASA lie to us? People ask the question, why would they lie? But I can give you all kinds of reasons why they would lie, so that you don't know how special you are, so that you don't know that we live in a multi-dimensional creation system. They want us to think that we're random nobodies, freak events of a nothing universe, a barren universe. They don't want us to know that we really are special, and that there really is something over us, and it's the dome of the sky and the stars. For whatever sick reasons they have, they wanted to take away human understanding of having any inkling of their position in the creation. They wanted to strip us of that and make it so that we're just a ball careening through the dead universe, just a freak event, meaningless. So I can tell you why, but can you tell me why NASA wouldn't lie to us? After all that we know and all that we've found out, and everybody's waking up to the realities that some of us had come to terms with years ago and continue to study and to stand on our own and to accept these truths alone. Now that we know what we know, and the NWO is impending, you tell me, why wouldn't NASA lie to us? Why wouldn't all of this be faked? All that CGI that you see on the NASA documentaries, on whatever channels you get at home on your TV, don't you notice that it's all CGI, computer-generated images? Why don't they show you the actual solar system? Why don't they show you live footage from the Hubble telescope? Instead, they show us this fake CGI stuff, and they expect us to just, and we do, we accept it. But now that the world has changed and we've got the NWO breathing down all of our necks, and more of us have awakened, why wouldn't they lie? Why wouldn't they want you to know who you are and what you're inhabiting here? If you have any answers, please let me know. I will read and I will consider them. Talk to you soon.